fellow nerds. We're here today because we got a mystery project, a secret project that been kind of working on, and it's time for us to get it done. I've been working on several other projects, and they're taking much longer than a week to get to the next step. Let's see, the Pac-Man one, I'm dealing with custom transformers and stuff. The pinball machine, I've been working on the cleaning up the play field and clear coating it, and that's 7 coats, and it's taken a lot of time. The programming project, I'm at a step where I have to do this particular large piece of code in order to get the little steps done, so they're taking a while. So this project, I finally got all the little pieces together, almost all the little pieces together. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and do it in one day, which is tomorrow. And so I'm going to talk to you about the project now and let you know what we're going to be doing. And we'll attempt to get it done in a single day. It should be exciting. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the overhead 3D camera, and we'll talk about the project. So this project is inspired by Tnt Amusements. They do some really good videos. Well, really silly videos, but you can tell that they're having a good time. It's very much like well, they like the Three Stooges, and they do a lot of little gags and stuff. But Todd spends a lot of time in post-production, putting in all the gags and the sounds and the stuff like that. And it's really apparent how much it improves the show when you see him do like a live stream or a video that he doesn't have time to do the post-production, because it's really missing all the sound effects, and it's just kind of sad to watch. So I thought of an idea to help him out where he can do a lot of stuff without needing post-production. So I was imagining a little project box that would have a couple of speakers in it and 10 buttons. And these buttons would play different sound effects for what he needed at the time. So essentially it's a TNT sound box. And it would have a knob on the top, which would be the on-off and the volume. It would have little hooks here for a lanyard, so he could hang it over his neck. It'd have the speakers here and the buttons here. I also got like a little secret button here, which will be for the secret. Let's see, and that would be it. Now what makes this magic work is Adafruit. You can look that company up online. They make this little sound effects board that does everything we need. It has all the inputs for buttons. It has amplifiers for driving the speakers. It has a little USB port so you can put the sound effects in wave format on the chip, and it's really good. So I got one of these boards here. I got the battery pack. It's going to use 3 AA's. I got 2 speakers. It does it in stereo. You put the stereo sound effects on. I got 11 buttons. I got the this right here is a potentiometer. It's a potentiometer switch, so it can power the system on and off, and it's a dual, so it can affect the volume on both speakers. Gosh, is that it? Oh, I got the lanyard. I got some other stuff. I got little offsets and and all sorts of things. So what I need to get is I need to get a knob for this, because right now it's just the bare thing, and I need screws for this is what I need. I need screws for the standoff, and I need hooks for the lanyard, and then I'm ready to go. So I got all the other parts. I'm going to start first thing tomorrow. I'm going to my friend's Bruce's house, and he has a drill press, so we can drill all the holes out for all the parts we need. And then we'll come back here in headquarters, and we'll test all the parts. These buttons have LEDs, so it'll light up when it's on, so that you can tell when the system's on or not. So we'll hook up the buttons and test out where the switches and the LEDs are at, and hook up the potentiometer, hook up the battery pack, make sure it's all working, put it in the box, and test it out. And hopefully we can get that done in a day. All right, exciting, huh? Okay, it's the first day of our day one day project. Hopefully it's the last day of the one-day project. I have gotten all the parts I needed, and I think we're ready to go. So I got this project box. I also got this one just in case, but this looks a little big, so I'm hoping we can do it with this one. This one's plastic, and this one's die-cast aluminum. So I thought this might be good in case, you know, they don't like it and they throw it around the room. Anyway, so we're going to do it with this one. So I'm going to switch to 3D view and mark up the box. So this is the lid. This is going to be the back of the box. So it's not going to have any components on it. This is really where the components are going to be. So we're going to try and make it like that. And when you mark this, you don't use a pen, you use a pencil, right? You measure, you mark your wood in pencil and your contracts in ink. So, and speakers are surprisingly small, but kind of that's what I need for this. Okay, so this is a button. Let's get a couple of these buttons out. Battery pack's on the inside, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay. Here's a speaker. Yeah, speakers are really small, but these are supposedly 8 amp speakers, or 8 ohm speakers. So the box has thickness, right? So you got to make sure about the thickness. We also have to watch out for these standoffs for the hole, and it also has these little slots for circuit boards. This is supposed to be like multiple circuit board kind of a configuration. So this speaker, it's a real tiny speaker. There's no screw holes for this, so I think I just have to glue it on this ring into place. So I think I can just do it like this. All right, again. Right, I'm not drilling out speaker holes. I'm drilling out grill holes. So what I'm going to do is mark. So what I can do is I can do like 3 small holes here, and then I can do 5. Of these 2. And then back to 3 here. All right, that's the idea. All right, so that's how the speakers are going to be. Let's take a look at some buttons. So the important thing about these buttons is they're kind of square, but the holes for it are round. And there's two things on the buttons. Two of them are for the connections, and the other two are for the light. There's a little LED light in here. And so that should light up when the system's on, so they know about it. So the important thing is to make sure there's enough space between them. Right? Enough space between them. So, and also this way too. So I think it's going to be a little tight. Going to be a little bit tight, but I think it'll do it. So let's find the center line. That's where the center one is, right? So there's going to be a 5 in each row. So the center line will have the first one, 5, and then we'll go out equal distance here. So let's find the center line. This will be the center line here. So this, what happens is when this gets to this point, it's going to hit the speaker. So I got to come down below the speaker. Yeah, is there too much wrapping in this world? Too much packaging? Maybe. Yeah, I bought this as a 10-pack. You think we'd just have 1 pack of 10? Almost like I planned it. I am not that good. This is just dumb luck. If it fits. Hey, but I'll take dumb luck. Somebody's got to be lucky. I didn't win the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, though. I thought I was going to win that. So I'll have to try again next year. Again, I got these buttons at Adafruit. Adafruit has all sorts of cool electronic parts and gadgets and gizmos. And they also have some pretty cool videos where they show all the new things off. That's pretty fun to watch. Okay, so this is how we want the buttons to be. And I think there's enough clearance on the bottom. Is there enough clearance on the speakers? Just barely. Yeah, I could. What I could do is I could move the speakers sort of around, more like up here, and avoid those buttons. That's a good thing to know. So that's, I guess, what I'll have to do. So now I'm going to mark this. I'm going to mark the center lines of these buttons. All right. Yeah, and so I'll move the speakers. Move the speakers over and up like that. And this is why you draw it out first instead of start cutting holes. Okay, so all right. So that's going to be for the latches. I'm not going to use these. These are wood screws. So I'm going to drill a hole, and then I got some machine screws. No, that's not it. Got little tiny machine screws. That'll fit through those. And I can lock them in place. And these machine screws are really tiny. What are these? 1/16. Latch holes. This in inches. 1/4 inch. Okay. It's a pothole, potentiometer hole. Okay, 1/4 inch. Good. Okay, let's head over to Bruce's and get to drilling. All right, I'm gonna put all the parts in the box and take them with us just in case. Hey everybody, this is my friend Bruce. And Bruce is a good friend of mine, and he's helped me out tons of times, and he's helping me out today. I'm gonna use his drill press to cut up this box. I'm gonna be using this, cleaning it up. I got the drill bits, I got the box, I'm ready to go. But we might need power.
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. So here's my box. And got all the center points here. First thing I'm going to do is drill the holes for the buttons. And that's this really huge bit. All right, and as always, wear your safety glasses. Woo! Wow, ain't that something? Woo! That is something. Did it crack that? No, it didn't crack that. It's just the wrong type of bit. Very grabby. All right, let's check the button out. Yeah. Yeah, it did crack it. But that's the right size. So that bit is grabbing into the plastic and ripping it out of my hands. So should I clamp the box, or do you got a, let's see, you got a finer bit?
I don't have a finer bit. Did you bring 2 buttons by any chance?
Yes, I did.
And do you have other boxes if you have to have them?
Maybe. I think I measured it out right.
Let's try 7 ounce here real fast. See how they're overlapping?
Yeah. So it needs a little bit more.
So I would take the bottom one, and I would just move it down.
All right.
An 1/8 inch.
Got it.
As you start drilling.
Got it.
Okay. loosens and tightens. There you go.
Okay.
You know you always make two, right?
Oh, what? A project box?
Yeah.
The one to practice on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have done that. I got a metal one, but it's way big. So if I screw this up, I could use that one. Okay. Maybe I need the metal box. Because I'm throwing it around the room. And it snapped. It snapped. And it's off center. Well, damn. Looks like I'm going to have to try again. And I'm probably going to have to use that bigger box. I'm just trying to shove too much small stuff. And this isn't the right bit. It's really for wood. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. So, this is a bust. Literally a bust. Gonna have to switch to one of the other project boxes. Alright. So, we're done here. We'll have to come back later. Okay, I'm back from Bruce's, and boy, did we have a time. Okay, so let's see what we got here. What did I learn at Bruce's? That this is really a different measurement. So the buttonholes were really 5/8 inches, not 9/16. I also learned that using wood bits with plastic has dire consequences. So I'm gonna have to use my metal box. This guy right here. There should be a lot more room. It's the same, right? It's the same depth. So it should have plenty of space for the batteries and all that. But it'll have a lot more room for buttons and speakers. But it is metal, so I'm gonna have to use metal bits. All right, so I went to get one of the bits I needed for drilling the buttonholes. And I thought now would be a good time to explain the different kinds of drill bits out there and what they're used for. This is a carbide bit. This is a black carbide, and it looks very similar to this twist bit. Twist bits are general purpose bits. They're used for soft metals and wood and plastics and that sort of thing. A carbide tip is for a high-speed metal, so if you're cutting steel and stuff, and it's designed to handle the high temperatures that happens when you start drilling into metal. This is a countersink, so it's got a pilot and then it has little angles there for countersinking into the wood. So this is definitely for wood. A spur wood bit, as it sounds like, it's designed just for wood, has a little point at the top to set the pilot, and it's really good for hacking out lots of wood. This is a spade bit for drilling large holes in wood. And this is a masonry bit. It's got a really hard carbide tip on the end for cutting through the masonry, and then this is for getting all the stuff out. So this is, you don't want to use this for wood. You don't want to use this for metal. You don't want to use this for masonry. And I wouldn't use it for wood. The twist you can use for wood. This is a spoon. This is for digging into ice cream, and that's what it's really good for. I wouldn't use this for metal or wood or plastic. So you can use this, you can use the twist for plastic, you can use the carbide for plastic, but not the woods. So one of the troubles I was having at Bruce's was I was using that very large bit. So this is that very large bit. This is the 5/8, and it has a picture here. So it's okay for metal, sheet metal. It's okay for wood. It's okay for steel pipes. It's not okay for plastic. And the reason for that is it's just too big. It just will cut into it and grab it and just start tearing it up. And really that's what happened to my piece of plastic here. So, you know, I was thinking maybe if I had like done a pilot hole and then put some wood here to back it as I drilled through it with the larger bit, that might have worked. But I'm thinking at this size, I should probably just use like a Dremel tool and just have a little a jig to just carve around and route the hole, and that may have worked better. But now I got this metal project box, and so I'm going to be doing it up with this, and I'm going to start with small little pilot holes and then work up to the larger big holes. And so there's my speakers, there's my 10 buttons, that's my knob on the top. Here's the place for the hooks, and another button, hooks, and I don't think I've got to have a button there. So I'm ready to start doing this. We'll see if I can do it on the bench here, or if I need to go into the laboratory and do it. Okay, or I might have to go back to Bruce's to do something really big like this. This is a an auto center punch. It's a very hard metal, and it's got a little metal tip here, and it's got a little spring ratchet inside the handle here. And so I can have it do it heavy or light. I think it's on heavy right now. Yeah, okay. And what you do is you set it right where you want it to be, and you push down, and it makes a little clicking sound. And what that does is during that clicking sound, it makes a little dent in the hole, or in the metal, so that it's easy to keep your drill on it. So I'm going to do this too. Wow. I guess that really made a noise. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. And my wife is getting really upset, I'm sure. All right. Okay, so that, all the nice center punches there. So now I can take a nice small drill bit. Alright, so let's knock the metal off. So there we go, we got our 10 pilot holes. I still don't think we're ready for the big, bit yet. let's go the next size up, which is 1/8. Be sure to be wearing your glasses. Okay. All right. Now's the time for the big one. All right, let's see. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking I need to do this in Bruce's house. Yeah, I think I need to finish this up at Bruce's house with a real drill press, and I can hold that down. All right. So it looks like it's going to work doing that pilot drill and stuff. So let's do the speaker grill, because I can do that with smaller bits. And so I'm going to center punch all the holes I want for the speaker grill. Right. All right, so now these are for the speakers.